a pack. There's no choice but take orders to attack. Locked up in chains, I get fed, but the hunger still remains. Not content to live this way, being led by the blind. Got to plan my dispersal, time to leave them all behind. Bring it out my pain. Nothing ventured and nothing came. I'm my own master now. Bear the mark of my scars, shedding blood underneath the stars. But I will survive somehow. Born into a pack, there's no choice but take orders to attack. Locked up in chains, I get fed, but the hunger still remains. Not content to live this way, being led by the blind. Got to plan my dispersal, time to leave them all behind. Bring it out of my pain. Nothing ventured and nothing came. I'm my own master now. Bear the mark of my scars, shedding blood underneath the stars. But I will survive somehow.
people of cyberspace land, what is going on? How is everybody doing out there in the land that we all know and love, known as cyberspace? Hopefully all of you are doing fantastic on this day of the week. Good gravy pants. Had some weird audio sync stuff going on. I don't know. Not me just having to fire from the hip randomly to get video in sync with audio. I don't know. But everything's fine. Everything is fine. I'll look at it later. You know, it's not important. It's not important. This is what's important. This is what we're here to do. This is what we're here to do. I would like all of you to know that, you know, we discussed last time about the new Resident Evil and about how I was not going to buy it until I was ready to play it. Can confirm I did not buy said video games because I didn't have time to play it. I didn't have time to play it, and so, you know, that's good. That's good, right? That's great. But I did hear that it is very good. I've heard that from many different sources. A buddy of mine said so as well. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing it, but it's gonna be a minute. I'm still making my way through the Terminator 2 No Fate, the 2D Terminator 2D No Fate. Yeah, I have actually beaten it. I did actually beat it, but now I'm kind of making my way through because there are some different things that you can do, some different storylines that you can make some different decisions to do some branching paths. So I thought that was a pretty cool detail. But yeah, if any of you out there are Terminator fans or, you know, fans of 2D sprite work nonsense, whatever, I definitely recommend that one. It's quite well done. It's made by Bitmap Bureau. We played another game they made about 2 years ago on the stream called Xenocrisis on the Genesis. Excellent game. Fantastic retro kind of developer, so I can't say enough nice things about that. Okay, so we do have a little bit of business to tend to before we get started here, so let's hurl ourselves into that. Okay, so as you all may be very, very well aware here, we've got some changeables. We've got some retro changeables. These are changeables from my childhood, so that's pretty cool. You know, I got the pterodactyl. Bro, I believe, what year was this? This was the one that was from 1988. 88? I can't tell if that's 88 or 90. I need to get out my old man bifocals or something. I don't know, 88 or 90 or something like that. And then this one, okay, this one was from 90, and then this one was from 88. So you know, we got that. But both of them are hotcakes. There's a common theme here. Both of them are hotcakes, but you know, this one's kind of the robot, that kind of deal, and then we got the pterodactyl, and we got some of this. We got this is one of the newer ones that we just got. This is like a McDonald's play area, play place, or whatever the heck they call it, but it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Isn't that amazing? And this is what we got last week. We got the hamburger that is, I'm assuming this is a pterodactyl. So these are the ones that we have. This is the collection so far. So let's see what we have behind door number 1 here. And actually, this is the last one that I have at the moment. I don't know if these are still at McDonald's, ? I hope they are, because kind of need some more, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna reach on in here, and I'm gonna unbox it in here because the box is kind of spoilers. I understand, you know, that them kind of going towards like the cardboard stuff for like recycling purposes and whatever, but I do miss, you know, just the feel of pulling out the little plastic bag, you know. But anyway, okay, let me reach on in there. Okay, so before I whip it out, you know what I'm saying? I think I just spoiled it. I just looked at the wrong side. Oh, these don't have names on it. Whatever. The names are on the other thing. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Boom. We got the chicken McNuggets. The 4 chicken McNuggets. Look at that. Okay, how to transform chicken McNuggets. What do these do? Are these legs? Do push, do pull? Okay, so here is a head, and then here is a tail. Head and tail, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Some of that action.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
But frick, what do you do with these legs? How to? Oh, eh? Ow! I've injured myself live on the interwebs. Okay, look at that. So we got legs. We got legs. We got legs, a head, and a tail. Look at that. This is our collection of changeables so far. I guess they're all kind of, I don't know. It's weird because some of them are dinosaur themed. Let me pull out that box again. Some of them are dinosaur themed, and some of them are just kind of not. They're just kind of like robot themed, I guess. So, I don't know. It's interesting. But I mean, I guess that is the case. I mean, it kind of reflects on these older ones because this one was a dinosaur, Obv, and this one was a robot. So, you know, I can see what they were doing. I can see where they were going with that. I was picking up what they were putting down. So that's cool. I appreciate the changeables throwback that McDonald's did. I feel like McDonald's corporate has been listening, or, you know, they just know that crazy people like us are into all of these Happy Meal toys like this. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, let's change them back to their food mode. Not beast mode, but food mode, I guess. Well, I guess play place isn't food, but whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, so moving right along, what the heck else are we here to do today on this day of the week? We are here to play this video game known as Spyro on the original PlayStation. Actually playing this on the smaller PlayStation, the PS1. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But yeah, so here's my relationship with Spyro. So I've had this game for several years at this point. It was kind of one of the first PlayStation games I got when I started kind of getting back into collecting and playing a lot of these older games. And I, as a kid, you know, I've beaten this to death, but I did not have a PlayStation when it first came out. I did not have a PlayStation. I was a Saturn kid, and then from Saturn I moved on to Nintendo 64, and I didn't have a PlayStation. I actually didn't get a PlayStation until after Sega went third party after the Dreamcast. I got the PS1, the smaller, the later in life released PlayStation, which I have a lot of nostalgia for that specific model of PlayStation because that's what I ended up getting. And I could not care less about the original actual release of the PlayStation. So, just kind of interesting there. But yeah, so we're playing this on a PS1, an actual PS1 hardware. But my only experience with this game really growing up was I didn't know anybody. I knew a couple of people that had PlayStations, but it was people that I didn't really hang out with that often, and really only went over to their house like once or twice, but neither one of them had Spyro, so it was just like playing, you know, like Tekken and Twisted Metal and stuff like that. So my only real experience with Spyro was playing it at like Walmart and Best Buy and places like that off of demo kiosks. You know, the ones where you're playing it and you're like looking straight up into the air. The reason why we all have neck issues now. Kind of around the time when I actually vividly remember, it was like when the DualShock first came out, you know, the dual analog stick PlayStation controller, and playing it alongside there was the big three. You know, there was a Saturn, there was the original PlayStation. What's up, Michael? What's going on, Miller Time? How's it going? It's so great to see you. Fantastic to see you. Hopefully you're doing great. I remember playing a demo for this a long time ago, but I don't think I ever played the full game. Yes, I will get to that in just a moment. But yeah, I vividly remember this at Walmart. Had Spyro, had a Saturn running Knights with the 3D pad, and then had an N64. And I actually don't remember what game was on the N64. But had the big three out there, so it was pretty cool to be able to just kind of go between the three and play a game with an analog stick, which Nintendo has has this history of bringing some kind of gimmick out with their new system that is really popular. Like they it's crazy, like, to think they came out with the NES and they had the D-pad, and I mean I don't know, there could have been some other system that had the D-pad first. I don't really think so. Seth, what's going on? Yeah, hear me out. I'm not saying that the thumbstick is a gimmick, but it's something unique control-wise, right? It just seems like Nintendo, they were constantly doing something unique control-wise. So the D-pad, and then, I don't know, the Super Nintendo, I mean, I guess the 4 face buttons and the shoulders. I don't know. Is there another system that did that before the Super Nintendo? Not that I know of, maybe, but not that I know of. The N64 had the thumbstick. I think the D-pad was a Nintendo thing first. Well, I mean, even that. There's that. The thumbstick, with the N64, and it just seemed like all the other hardware manufacturers were just kind of like following suit every single time Nintendo came out with something. The thumbstick, Sega and Sony had to new controller. Let's we got to do the analog stick thing. And then with the Wii, the absolute cluster that was the motion control fiasco with the Kinect on the 360, and then Sony with the Move controller, like all this stuff, like the other companies just trying to react to whatever Nintendo was doing. I don't know. It's just an interesting observation to me. And yeah, I'm not wild about motion control necessarily. I think sometimes it has its place where it's pretty cool. But all these other things that they did controller wise, it's just like every single time they release something, all the other companies are like, oh, we gotta add a new controller with all this stuff so we can compete with that. But yeah, anyway, okay. So yeah, today we're playing Spyro, and my goal is to keep playing this until we beat it. So it's kind of the month of March thing. We'll see. I don't know how long it is. I mean, the last time I looked it up, it looked like it was going to be about a 3 or 4 stream game. So we shall see. I'm playing this actually with a PS5 controller. I have a Bluetooth controller adapter receiver thing for my PS1 that this is connected to. So for the longest time, I used a PS3 controller with my PS1 just so to keep it, kind of feeling like the original controller. But then at some point, I was just like, whatever. So here we are. Okay, so let's hurl ourselves into this video game here and play some stuff. So I played this a few years ago, put maybe, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours into it, and I never came back to it. I got distracted and I never came back to it. So I'm just going to start over here. I'm just going to start over because I don't really remember where the heck I was or what I was doing. That thing where you can't, you haven't played a game in several years, so you have no clue where you were or what you were doing. So yeah. Did I get a Happy Meal? Yes, Seth, I did in fact get a Happy Meal. It was this Chicken McNuggets little bro here. So we did in fact do some unboxing shenanigans there and got that. Look at all of our changeables surrounding our video game here. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what to tell you, but here we are. Here we are out here in cyberspace. You have that one. Oh yeah, I totally remember you mentioning that now. That's cool. There are many of them that I would like to get, but here we are. Hopefully maybe if my wife gets another. I'm not the Happy Meal eater. My wife likes Happy Meals, so hopefully she'll get another one this week, and hopefully these are still at McDonald's. I don't know. I do not know, but okay. Boom, shakalaka. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if back in the day they did both dinosaurs and robots. Oh, hang on, we've got the lore. Huh. Bummer. Is that the deep lore? That's the deep lore. The adventure begins. Um, I think it's so funny to me. So many of the it's like the hero protagonist, whatever mascot, whatever you want to call him, um, whatever you want to call them, they always have the kind of voice. Like when Sonic first got a voice, I actually do like the Sonic Adventure voice, but what about Nasty New York? All right, we got to find 10 dragons, 10 whole dragons. What's the best place to have a birthday as a kid? So, man, at least it's not like Mega Man's voice. He sounds like a girl. Absolutely. What's going on, Low Riding? How's it going? It's so great to see you on this day of the week. How to cancel fly? Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, so hold up. Let me back up. Best place to have a birthday as a kid. So, it's such a great question. I'm trying to think of all the birthday parties I went to as a kid. So, the only actual birthday party that I had as a kid with a bunch of friends was at Chuck E. Cheese, and I quite enjoyed that. I love animatronics and all that stuff, animatronics and like the ticket games and whatnot. I think probably my favorite place to have a birthday party, and this is kind of a combination of two. So, I did the birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, but I had several friends that they did several birthday parties at a laser tag place here in town. It was a great laser tag place. It had two floors, two whole floors of laser tag action, and it was just it was a lot of fun. So, and they had like basically like not a giant arcade, but like kind of like a small arcade area where you could play arcade games while you were waiting for your game to start in the I don't know, whatever you call the laser tag course, whatever the technical term for that is, while you're waiting for your game to start. And I always really liked that place, but there was this other place that was it was basically a combination. It's called Excite, and it was like a combination of both Chuck E. Cheese without the animatronics, like all the ticket muncher games and arcade game. Why do I keep freaking doing that? All the arcade games, ticket eating or ticket frick, coin munching, ticket creating, whatever game. You know what I'm talking about. But they also had laser tag and some stuff like that. They had like bumper. I believe they had bumper cars, if I'm remembering the same place, like a small little bumper car area. So honestly, that was probably my favorite place to have a birthday party whenever we got to go there. Just because it was kind of like the best of both worlds, you know? Um, Sparks. Oh, hey. Um, Spyro as a kid. I have the Spyro Year of the Dragon. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah, this is the only one that I've played. I actually have all three Spyros, but well, actually there are some later ones. Like there's one on the GameCube. Um, but yeah. Anyway, so I sorry, my controller's being weird. I don't know what the heck that was. Um, yeah, I've only played this one. I have not played the other two PS1 games, so I want to play them all. But my goal here for this is to play through this whole game on stream. So we'll be doing the thing. Alchemist 533 Alchemist, what is going on? How's it going? It's so fantastic to see you on this day. Hopefully you're doing great. Let's see. Seth did Putt Putt Chuck E. Cheese. Qzar. Actually, I don't know what Qzar is. But we had an arcade called Aladdin's Castle. You could rent it after hours and play unlimited. Oh, that's awesome. That was actually I've never heard of any place that did that, you know, back in the day. It was always like a token based kind of thing. What is Qzar? I've never heard of Qzar before. I did like Putt Putt. Putt Putt was cool. I think I preferred, I don't know, honestly, Excite and the local Putt Putt place, they're pretty similar, honestly. Excite did not have any kind of like Putt Putt stuff going on, so Qzar laser. Okay, cool. Yeah, our laser tag place was called Laser Quest. So, yeah, and there were a few other places that had laser tag. The Putt Putt place has laser tag, and Excite had laser tag, but it wasn't as good as Laser Quest laser tag. I will say that. Rad. I love it. Sorry, 533 Alchemist. I didn't actually respond to you. I just started blabbing on and on. Remember playing the demo of this? Yeah, I was saying earlier, that's kind of my experience with this game. Was I only played it via like a demo kiosk at Walmart and Best Buy and places like that. So I never really played it a lot as a kid. I didn't know anybody that had it or anything like that. But this, like, if I had a PlayStation when this came out, I totally would have been into this 100% because I loved 3D adventure platformer collectathon kind of games. You know, like Mario 64 is one of my favorite video games of all time, and I love Banjo-Kazooie. Really love that game. I want to replay Donkey Kong 64 while we're talking about that too. But yeah, forgot this game's going to have all the 90s lingo. Indeedy McDoodleson. We had a place called Discovery Zone, had all those big plastic tubes, such a big maze. And laser place was Lasertron. Cool. Yeah, we had a Discovery Zone here. I never went to any birthday parties there, but my sister did take a friend and me there, I think just once, honestly. I don't think we went more than once, maybe twice, but definitely no more than twice. But it was a pretty cool place. I do. Wow. I do remember having a lot of fun there. And inevitably, you know, it's one of those places where someone's always got to fall on another kid or something and injure each other. But it's just part of the whole the whole package, right? Somebody's hanging out in the ball pit and somebody else comes flying in there, off the top rope and all that nonsense. I do remember Discovery Zone. I don't remember any other place that had this. It had basically like a gigantic like waterbed-esque area that you could walk into. It was just like a big blob that you just walk around on. I do remember that. That was pretty cool. I don't remember any other place that had that. Do I attack these chickens? I think the answer is yes. Oh, yeah. The survival of the fittest. I loved that I was one of the nice. I was not. I was a wee lad. Trying to think if there were any other birthday places built for football and rugby. Nice. I was not. I played basketball as a kid. I had a lot of fun playing basketball. I was never good. I was never good at shooting, but I got pretty decent at handling the ball, I suppose. But I had fun. I had fun playing on the team that I was on. Get on out of here. There was a I'm trying to I can't remember if I ever went to a birthday party at this other place, but there was a water park locally here. I actually have no clue where the heck it was. But I always loved going there every summer. My sister would take my friend and I there all the time, and it was quite a good. Liberty Land is another one. Low riding, yes. I forgot about that. I don't think I ever went to a birthday party at Liberty Land though, but. There was this other place called Adventure River. That was the water park place. Ugh. What that? I don't know what that is. Am I falling? Great. Is that bad? Game over? Permadeath? What if the game just ended there? That would be terrible. Wait, did I lose a life? Wait, how the heck does this work? Do I have lives? I'm assuming I have lives. I'm not sure what happens when yeah, eat my flames. I'm not sure what happens when you run out of lives. This is like kind of this era of games is when lives started like not really mattering as much. It's like they just kind of inconvenience you a little bit. Devlin, you say? Tip of what? What was that word? Tip of wing. I heard a different word there. Okay, and we're back. I feel like subtitles have spoiled me tremendously, and I can't understand dialogue anymore without subtitles.
March 26, 2024, Michael K. said, "I don't even need this guide."
Why do I feel like I needed the guide? I just feel like that's probably the context of that, was I actually really needed the guide. I'm going to slay all of these turkeys so hard. Yeah. Whoa. Calm yourself. Need subtitles like an old man. Yeah, look at that. Okay, all right. Poking me with them horns. I see how it is. The control in this game is interesting because it's like Spyro kind of has to steer, you know. It's like it's not like a traditional like 3D adventure game like this. He kind of has like a steering almost aspect, a steering feel to him. Did anybody play the Spyro like remaster remake thing that came out not too long ago, a few years back? I did not, which is why I asked. A man dressed in blue. Can't say that I did. I was wanting to buy the remaster, but didn't. Haven't played it. I see it on sale sometimes. I might pick it up one day. I vaguely remember, the only thing I know about it, I'm pretty sure one of the games, like the third game, is not on the cartridge or the disc or whatever. So you have to download it. So, it's whatever. For a lot of people, that doesn't matter. But, for me, it's just kind of like, eh. Also, I don't know. I've kind of gotten into this weird thing in my old age where I just want to experience these games kind of how they were originally developed. And I know I'm doing stuff like playing with a Bluetooth controller, but and then upscaling it to 4K and all this stuff. I know. But, just kind of trying to experience the game in a vanilla way without, sometimes quality of life stuff is good, but for the most part, I want to kind of try to experience it the way that it originally was from a gameplay perspective. A game where I did that, and it was actually kind of difficult, was Lunar on the Sega CD. That is the first RPG that I have played in a long, or that I've really like played the whole way through, like seriously sat down and played, where it doesn't tell you what item stats are. It doesn't tell you like how much you're gonna, how much an item is gonna benefit you, and so, like, you just got to kind of figure it out and feel it out and all this stuff. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's a good game. I really enjoyed the game, but it added another layer of difficulty to where you have to like kind of keep track of what items are and what they do and all that kind of stuff. Super AKA 23, what is going on? How are you doing? It's so great to see you on this day of the week. Happy to catch another childhood classic on stream. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, this I was talking about this earlier. I did not have this game as a kid, so I have not played a whole lot of it. I put maybe a couple of hours into it as an adult, but we just went ahead and started from the beginning because it's been several years since I did that, and I just kind of wanted to go in fresh, and we're gonna keep playing this throughout March, and try to beat it. So yeah, definitely. If you're around on Tuesdays, join us. We'll be doing the thing here, making our way through the Spyros. I really want to play Spyro 2 and 3. I've played this one, like I said, again as an adult, but I also played it a little bit, the demo on kiosk demos, like the demo on kiosks when I was a kid. And that's really been my only experience with the whole series in general. So I'm curious how 2 and 3 play and how different they are from this and everything. So yeah. Yep. Take it. And if any of you out there in cyberspace are Spyro professionals and you see me doing something foolish, please let me know. I like the way the trees look in this. Like I really like, I have such a soft spot for 3D games, 32-bit 3D games, both the PS1 and the Saturn. I love the way these games look. It's just like I don't know what it is. I do not know for the life of me what it is, but I love the look of this style of game so much. It brings me great happiness. Is there anything else in here I need? What the heck did I just get? Hopefully it was good. Hopefully it did a good. So I'm pretty sure, somebody please chime in if you know this. I'm pretty sure this was one of the games that if you tried to play a burned copy, like a copy of it, and it wasn't the original disc, and you got the game to boot, via whatever method, it actually wouldn't let you beat the game. It would let you get all the way to the final boss or something, and then it would stop. It would just stop, and it would say something about it like give you just some message about how the game is a copy, and it wouldn't let you play the final boss. I'm pretty sure it was this game that did that, which I think is just hilarious and cool. Wow, I was squished. They look rough, but I grew up with them. 3 ones I played a lot were Metal Gear Solid, Mega Man Legends, Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, so I've mentioned this many times on stream, but I've been trying to kind of get caught up on all the PlayStation games that I missed as a kid, and yeah, I mean I've been doing that for years now at this point. Like I guess I kind of started that journey maybe like 2017 or so is when I started doing that. And I've just kind of been slowly trying to make my way through all these PlayStation games, the classics that I missed out on. So it's funny. I actually, when Sephiroth, and just to kind of put this into perspective, when Sephiroth was announced as a Smash Brothers character, I had literally just beaten the original Final Fantasy VII for the first time. So yeah, I I thought that was pretty cool to have been so fresh off of beating Final Fantasy VII, the original, and Sephiroth getting announced as a Smash Brothers character. But yeah, so I just played. That's when I played Final Fantasy VII for the first time. I did start it when I was younger, but I didn't beat it. I didn't get super far into it. But funny story. And I Mega Man Legends. Why am I getting destroyed here? Mega Man Legends was the first PS1 game that I bought. So I mentioned earlier that I didn't get a PlayStation, the original PlayStation, until after the Dreamcast was discontinued. What is it? We know you're stealing and we've notified the police. That would have been great. I would have appreciated that. And so I didn't get a PlayStation until after the Dreamcast was released. And but before that, a few years before that, there was an emulator, a PC emulator called Bleem that you could put PlayStation discs in your PC and play them on there. So I was a big Mega Man. I still am a big Mega Man fan, but I got Mega Man Legends to play with Bleem, and so I thought that was pretty cool. I never beat it. I did really enjoy it. It was just I kind of got distracted. I've never really been much of a PC kind of gamer. I mean, there have definitely been stretches where I do play PC games, but for the most part, I kind of just enjoy the experience of like sitting on a couch and playing games with a controller. And yes, I know now you can do that with a PC, but back then that wasn't really a thing. So yeah, I didn't make it all the way through Mega Man Legends, but I say all that to say I would love to get back into Mega Man Legends and play through that I don't know how long it is. Let's see how long that is. I just want to take a gander really quick. Howlongtobeat.com. By the way, this is a great resource to figure out how long it's going to take you to beat a game, obviously. Mega Man Legends. I feel like games back then weren't that long unless they were like JRPGs. How is Mega Man Legends not showing up? Oh, here it is. Okay. I mean, main story is like 7.5 hours, which that's probably, it's like an average, so it's probably like, I mean, it'd probably take like, probably like maybe 10 or 11 hours, something like that, if we're just kind of like, you know, feeling it out. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, maybe that's a pretty good suggestion. So maybe we can do that. I do like doing the like one game a stream thing for a little bit and then playing one that's like a little bit longer. So yeah. Super AKA, yeah, I embarrassingly, I do own the second one, but I have not booted up once. So, yeah. Butterflies act as armor. When the dragonfly is gold, it means you have max armor. Okay, I did. So I knew that the dragonfly was health, but I just completely forgotten like what you know, how to decode the health. Hang on, let me get caught up with chat here. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. I remember renting it several times before I got it for Christmas. Mega Man Legends, you mean? That's what you rented several times? But yeah, I appreciate that that suggestion, Miller Time. That I feel like that would be a pretty good stream game because it's not like super long. I don't really, so that's the thing. I don't really want to play like a 30-hour game on stream, but something that's like, you know, 10, 12 hours, something like that. We could do that. I think that would be cool. If you guys would be in for that journey, I think that would be cool. Because Mega Man Legends actually is on my list of PS1 games that I want to make my way through. So, yeah. Maybe we can do that in a month or two. I think that would be pretty cool. And speaking of Metal Gear Solid, I actually just so I played Metal Gear Solid as a kid, but I did not beat it as a kid. I actually played all the way through 100 or from beginning to end Metal Gear Solid for the first time. I think 3 years ago. And it's a gem. It's really great. The only thing is sometimes the combat can be a little clunky and kind of show its age. So sometimes that's a thing. Specifically, there were a few like boss encounters that were just like really frustrating because the Sniper Wolf one was a little rough. And there was another one. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was a little difficult. How do I know if I've gotten all of the dragons that are in this area? Is there any kind of indication that that's a thing? I kind of feel like I'm just not seeing anybody. I think I've just like decimated this entire area, maybe. But I definitely. You know, if you there's a bro up here. If you have not played all the way through Metal Gear Solid before, I definitely recommend it. If you're into the retro thing, it definitely, you know, can kind of show its age a little bit in some ways, but yeah, we got stuff to do up here, guys. Yep, flame on. You know what I'm saying? Do not you dare with any of that nonsense. Can he open a, what's the third thing in? Yeah, that's actually a great question. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Miller Time. I appreciate that. So, okay, so there are 2 more dragons in here. And, yeah. Okay. Easy. Love that. Oh, and there's one right now.
Woo!
Okay. Love that. I like it that when you rescue one of them, they give you like a little hint. So that's pretty cool. So was that just one more left in here? Yeah, one more dragon to save. Which really we only need 10 to proceed, but you know. I don't want to sometimes my completionist mindset gets gets the best of me, but you know. I'm assuming probably I need a key. Mother of Pearl. Whatever. Okay. It appeared I did not have a key. Unless that's not how a dragon is to open this kind of thing. Kind of appears I need a key. I don't see anything else. Forget if this game has upgrades. I actually have no clue. I don't think I've played it enough to know. Oh, we got friends in here. Wow. That was not friendly of you. Yeah, right in the butt. Love it. Oh, was that a key? Did I get the key? Did the key just disappear forever? Is it gone for all of eternity? Yep. No. Okay. Hey. Man, it is like it's getting a little toasty in the game room here. Come on now, sir. Please allow me to exist elsewhere. This room just kind of magnifies whatever temperature it is outside. It just kind of magnifies it. Which I'm not don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining cuz I'm really over winter at this point. Oh, there's the key. I'm just like ultra super megazord over winter at this point, and I do not want that in my life anymore. So I'm happy for some heat. I'm a hot boy, you know what I'm saying? Okay, look at that. Spyro. Oh. Yep. Didn't know that. Hold. Ah, nice. Cool. All right. We're scanning the scene in the city tonight. We're doing a thing and we're starting a fight. Please, sir. Thanks. All right, let's go get this chest because I just don't think I'd forgive myself if I actually got the key and I didn't go unlock the chest, right? I would be in deep-seated conflict with myself forever if that were the case. All these frogs respawning all over the place. Goodness gracious. Okay, look at that. Hooray! Yippee-ki-yay. Okay. Love that. Okay. It's so nice to play a game. It's just like a little bit more of a chill experience, you know. I feel like I'm still recovering from Gimmick. Still on the road, the recovery road. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Hang on. I'm actually going to turn my fan on here because good gravy pants. Hold, please. Ah. That Gimmick episode was amazing. I'm glad it blessed your life. I'm just truly glad. Miller Time, that it did a good, that it treated you well. I did return, so after that stream, about a week later, I did return to Gimmick, and I actually got back to the same boss, and I was able to, I figured out what I needed to do to beat it, but I had to go. I had to go somewhere, and I had to stop. I just had to stop. So, yeah. Yes. Did you do pick and... I did, in fact, Seth. I did, in fact. Keith got me to do 2 songs for him. Yeah, well, why did I do that? I was going to talk about the music. Yeah, did the legendary Panzer Dragoon Saga. He started with Wii Sports and it was only $2. And then Grail items here. These are both just like instrumental extended versions of those songs. So I got some Grail items here. AKA Keith Courage indeed. Really thankful to see how well Keith has been doing lately. And I don't. What is it? Let me give him a little shout out here. Na 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 na. If I can type the command correctly. Yeah, so definitely
Shout out to I Am Keith Courage. Go check them out.
Definitely go check out Keith over there on his channel if you have not done so already. Awesome dude. He went through some health stuff at the end of last year, so he's kind of on the he's been doing very, very well and just kind of getting back into the whole thing. So it's it really truly is amazing to see how far he's come over the past couple of months, considering what all he was dealing with. But he's back to posting shorts and stuff like that. So yeah. Let's see here. What are we doing? Yeah, I met Keith at Arkansas Retro Expo in 2024, whatever the first year that Arkansas Picker put that on. I met him at that, and yeah. Okay, so where are we? We're at home. We're at home. So there's one more here. I just need one more. So where was Town Square? Was Town Square maybe over here? Maybe, possibly Stonehill. Oh, this is another place that we haven't even been to. Okay, so let's do that. The problem with these collectathon games like this is they let you proceed, but they don't let you like do this thing where like they let you proceed enough to where you'll get stuck at some point if you don't stock up on whatever you're collecting, and it always comes back to bite you. So there's that. Gabriel, what is going on? How is it going? It is so good to see you, brother. And speaking of shout outs here, please, I beg you.
Shout out to Gabriel Belazzi. Go check them out.
Please go check out Gabriel's YouTube channel if you have not done so already. If you were here at the beginning, you would have seen Gabriel shredding on the guitar in our cover of Open Your Heart. So yeah, definitely go check him out if you have not done so already. I beg you. He's getting back at it. He's about to release some new music. So, do all the things, subscribe, and then the notifications so that you know when things are happening and all that stuff. Not necessary. Oh, yeah. I can see. It's so necessary. Critical. Mission critical. How are you doing, brother? Are you kind of back at it, back at your over all the sickness and all that stuff, feeling 100% again? That's great to hear. That is fantastic to hear. Love it. Oh, I missed what you said. Actually, this was the first of the or one of the first games that I got. Wow, I cannot read or speak today. This was one of the first games that I played when I bought my PS1. I have a lot of memories. Lots of Baldies in here tonight. 100%. 100%. I yes. It's good. It's good. I was literally just just talking to somebody the other day about how I get this all the time. So you guys probably I don't know if you get this or not, but I always get this comment like on was that bad? Was that good? That was good. On my YouTube channel, or even just like randomly, whatever, somebody will say, "Man, you look like this person." And I don't even have to look to know. It's like, oh, it's a bald guy with a beard, right? So yeah, but here we are. It was interesting. I was actually talking to my wife about this the other day, and my journey to the Retro Wolf thought nice. There it is. There it is. My journey to shaving my head was a long one, and I held on to my hair for as long as I possibly could. I cannot believe I haven't saved the game yet. That could have been tragic. I held on to my hair for as long as I possibly could, and my wife always kind of knew that this day was coming. And it's interesting because all of the men in my family, they rode out the hair forever to the point where, there was like barely anything there. My grandfather, I always said he looked like Mr. Spacely from the Jetsons. He literally, that's kind of the way his hair was, like with, hair on the sides and then just like a few strands over the top. But I miss my grandfather dearly. He's one of my favorite people in this world. But it was so funny, he would always, one of our things was we'd always go get haircuts together. And as a kid, it didn't hit me as like how funny it was, that he was going to get a nice haircut. Oh frick. He didn't have a whole lot going on there, but he still wanted to look nice with what he had. So how is a guy supposed to go up? There we go. Thankfully, I'm not bald. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't finish what I was saying. So, man, I just I was talking to my wife about this the other day, and she there have been some advancements in the hair space over the past few years, and I was like, I don't know if I would really want the full head of hair again. I don't know. It's interesting. I've kind of gotten I've kind of gotten used to the shaved head thing. What's going on, Paul? How's it going? Balding is a sad thing. I'm not ready to let go of my lettuce yet. The reason I let go of my lettuce. So here's kind of what happened. So I for several years I had good hair. I had good hair in high school, man. And then going into college. And actually, my dad said in high school, he was like, "Son, you need to start doing like Rogaine now, because yeah, you see where this is going." And so I actually started doing like the Rogaine stuff. I think like probably my like senior year of high school, I started doing that. And I mean, honestly, like I didn't cut my hair until my early 30s, I think. Now, as in high school, yes. Yes. So I did the Costco branded Rogaine or whatever. And it was interesting. So I have so many thoughts about all this hair stuff. It's very, very interesting. Oh, I didn't see what you said, Gabriel. Had long hair. I will share with you later a photo. I didn't have super long hair, but I had like the whirl, you know. I had like the emo whirl thing going on. Not like a curl, but like, you know, that kind of deal. But it was interesting. Right before my grandfather passed away, he was in the hospital, and I don't know what the heck they were giving him, but they gave him something that caused his hair to start growing back on his head, like all over his head. And this is like there I had never seen hair on his head beyond the, you know, the comb over, the foot long comb over or whatever. Like I had never seen hair there before. So it was really strange. So it's like, I don't know what the heck was going on. I don't know what they were giving him, but all I'm saying is it's possible for the hair to start growing again. And I'm not to sound like a you know, a hair conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but I just find it a little interesting that I actually witnessed this happening to somebody who I'd never seen with hair before. And yet, you know, we're still struggling for hair regrowth stuff and hair transplant, like all this stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. It's just interesting. Just an observation. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Anyway. As long as you have your 80s rise. It's funny because I've had multiple people comment on my videos that don't realize that that those are wigs. If you know what I'm saying. Like they legitimately are like like, wow, you guys are awesome. It's like, thanks, my friend. Thanks, my dear friend. Oh, we've got new enemies here. It's like straight up Lord of the Rings in here. They can't all be you. I've seen you side by side in some videos. Magic. Get on out of here. Don't you dare keep your shaft to yourself. I don't need any of that. None of that. Yeah. Up and away. Oh no. Okay. Because actually, so that's interesting. This was something that a lot of PS1 games did, where you whoa. Oh no, that thing where my nose just starts itching profusely. A lot of PS1 games, triangle is cancel instead of circle. So very interesting. Oh no. Anyway, I need to get Clabot doing some kind of like quote, like random quote retrieval. When nobody, like every 30 minutes or so we get a quote, like now. I don't know.
January 14th, 2025, Michael K. said, "Whoa, that ball had spikes and it touched me."
January 14th. I don't know what that was.
March 26th, 2024, Michael K. said, "This guy and his loincloth look very aggressive."
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Should I slay this sheep? I think I should. Look at that. Oh, does the dragonfly get the butterfly? I didn't realize that. That's cool. I thought I had to go get the butterfly. Okay, so I have 13 dragons. I've acquired all the dragons here, so let's get on out of here. Okay. So I've been working on behind the scenes. I've been working on some upgrades for Clabot to hopefully.
June 3rd, 2025, Michael K. said, "I'm going to blast off with my chicken into your undercarriage."
Oh my god. So it's to hopefully kind of enhance some of this stuff and maybe make the website function a little bit better with the quotes. So, not having content, that's kind of the the idea there. But yeah, I want to put the cooldowns on the website so you can actually have kind of the what in the freaking heck. So you can have like the website open, and so you can see like the cooldowns of things that are commands that have been executed and stuff like that. And Clabot, just heads up, Clabot's voice is probably going to change soon. I'm trying to right now. Clabot is a mixture of a bunch of different things, all over cyberspace, and I'm working on bringing them all in house here. So yeah, his voice is probably going to take a bit of a shift at some point. But I like his voice. Do not fret. Do not fret. It will sound similar. It will sound very similar. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I appreciate that, Seth. I appreciate that. I'll give it to you. I don't even care. Here you go.
October 1st, 2024, Michael K. said, "Son of a dingus leaker."
A dingus leaker. Like a weenie. I guess even robot. I need him to read this to us, so let's do that.
Robot said, "At mealtime 7,275. Well, I guess even robots need to work on their vocal charisma. Maybe I should take some tips from Michael K's rocking covers. Just imagine a robot belting out video game themes."
I mean, yeah, true. True facts.
Robot said, "With a voice that could shatter glass. Now that's what I call a power-up. But hey, at least I'm not a digital weenie stuck in the corner of cyberspace, right?"
What? Oh, you did. Okay, Miller. I forgot that you actually said. You actually said weenie. I was like, why? Why is this? Why is this robot talking about wieners right now? What is going on? Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm yourself. Calm thyself. Good grief. It's just a lot of action, a lot of aggression around here. So if I do the double jump, okay, yeah, that's interesting. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, all right. Enough of that. Enough of that. And my dragonfly is MIA. I hope I can get some more health here. That'd be nice. I'll try to get him involved, but I'll also keep it PG. Dadgummit. I am deceased. Okay. Got to keep it hard PG, you know what I'm saying?
Current DSI count is 717. This is the first of the day. Are you even trying?
Also, right now, Clabot does not maintain very much from a memory perspective. So, whoa! That's another little detail that's going to be added soon. So I want him to maintain a little bit of context of what the heck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get out of here, bro. The way these dogs just pounce you like that. Just do a pouncing out of nowhere. All right, Gabriel, we'll catch you later, brother. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you very soon. So me and him can have deeper arguments. Yes, that is correct. I want him to be able to maintain... Dad freaking gummit. Maintain kind of like a... context of different conversations that he's having and different things that are going on the stream and, all that stuff. And I know this all sounds crazy, but we're going to get there. Minus. Do not you dare touch me with your feet. Yeah! Freaking nerd. Can we get you and Clabo doing Mystery Science Theater? That would be cool. That would be very cool. I have to figure out a way to... Once we get some of these upgrades off the ground here, maybe that would be possible. We'll see. Okay, so we're about to fight a boss. I didn't realize that. Does anybody know how many worlds there are in this? Is that a pumpkin man? Many tricks up his because right. Okay. Come on now. Come on now. Give that to me. Do not you dare. Bruh. All right. This is where the rubber meets the road. Bro! Why? Why you gotta be that way? Okay. Okay, we're gonna do the thing. Oh, frick, I missed. Ah! Ho, 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 ho. No. Oh, I hit the wall. I ran into the wall. I see Michael King, Clabot sassing each other. That's the vision. That's the vision Miller time. Dadgummit. Okay, alright. Where did he go? Question mark? Oh, sweet. I got him. I done got him. Mother of sham wows. Yeah. I can't see. Bro, what? I was tricked. How is a dragon to win? How is a dragon to win? All right, let's do this and then blast off around. Do not touch. Do not touch. Do not touch. Do not touch. Got him. Straight up got. Okay, what is the secret here? What is the secret? Do I come up behind you is the question. Frick. Was that good? Do not, do not, do not. Yeah. I don't know, what are these things I'm getting? Do those, if I get enough of those, do they turn into a life or something? Frick! So obviously the weak point is... Whoa! Obviously the weak point is whenever he, shows us the goods. But I'm not really sure what the strategy is for attacking said goods. Do my flames reach far enough? It appears they do. It appears my flames are long enough to reach. That's great. Do not you dare touch me with that. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah! You freaking sheep! I wasn't scared of you for 1 second, because I knew you were a sheep. Get on out of here. Whoop. Boom. Shaka laka. You know what I'm saying? All right. Love that. Gotta love it. Okay. So we did a good. We did a good. Let's do a save, though. Boom. A sheep on stilts dressed as a giant pumpkin reaper. Peak gaming indeed. I love that. All right. What we be doing now? Whatever. Okay. I didn't actually see where we're supposed to go next. Maybe down in here. Have we been? We've been this way. Yes. Was there anything up there? I don't remember what was up there. So let's test that theory really quick. Up, up, and away! Okay. So I think we've beaten like this first area here. I just don't like I was mentioning earlier. I just don't want to end up in this situation like sometimes we do in these collectathon style games where you don't get enough items up front. You don't, whatever you're collecting, you don't get enough up front. And then so you get in trouble at some point later on because you don't have enough things and you got to backtrack all the way back to the beginning of the game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. Surely this is our guy. The Balloonist. Wow, I see you have been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro. You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like. I will go. Do you ever just jump on a guy's head to jump into a hot air balloon? I appreciate that the game kind of it maintains this like seamless thing where it does like some kind of loading while some kind of thing is happening on the screen. So it's like yeah, it's loading, but it just kind of makes it seamless instead of sucking you out of the immersion. Derek, what is going on? How's it going? It's so great to see you on this day of the week. Hopefully you're doing well. That is an interesting looking dragon. Like a cheetah dragon. Yeah, da, 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 da. Pretty smart for a loading sequence. Exactly. Sorry? Yeah! Weaponry. Look at that. Okay, so if I push this... Come on now. Some of that. Let's just do that. Shoot it this way. What happens? Do you decease? Look at that. Mm-hmm. Get on in there. Kablam! Kablooski! Bunch of losers. Bunch of losers up in here. Did I just slay a bunny rabbit? All right, so what are we dealing with here? Oh, we have not unlocked anything, or it doesn't show you until you go to the place. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Da, 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 da. I just really am a fan of the way that these guys squeal when you poke them with your horns. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Okay. There's another level here. Oh, let's get this dragon over here. I think there were 3 of them. 3 dragons in here. Magnus. Yes, indeed. I will do what I can do. Oh, what do we have down here? Okay, let's go in here. That's fine. Entering Ice Cavern. Cyberspace, I want to take a very, very quick break before we start this level. Go to the loo and get some more water. So I will BRB very quickly. Don't nobody go nowhere. We literally just listened to this song. We're not doing that. This is fine. I vote burritos Miller time.
I say. Looks like you've lost control. Something going on in your soul. I can see you
Coming from a mile away. Okay. Okay. I believe this was the last level I played when I played this like a few years back. Okay. Just ordered. Fantastic. Glad I could help. Glad I could help. I only say that because a burrito sounds just like so good right now. Hey. I freaking like just injured my shoulder like a few weeks ago working out, and I keep on irritating it, doing stupid things. So I got to rehabilitate myself here so that I can move on with my life because of good gravy pants. Look at that. 18 dragons have been saved. So it's time for that weekly question. Is anybody playing anything good? Watching anything good? Consuming any good media? Any good storytelling? Is anybody playing the new Resident Evil? I am not. I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, but I'm not. You know, like I said last week, I was going to refrain from making said purchase until I was ready to play it because I'm still playing Terminator 2D No Fate. So there's that. But I've heard very good things about the new Resident Evil. Like, very good things. And I'm really looking forward to playing it. So we'll get there. It's on my list of things to do, to play through all of the original releases of Resident Evil. So I played like all the remakes. I played Resident Evil 7, played 8. And then I take that back. I have not played the remake of 1. The remake. But I have played 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake. Quite enjoy them. Come on now. I caught the first few episodes of the Scrubs Revival. I liked them. Otherwise, I've been playing Skyrim on Switch 2, waiting for Fallout 4. Nice. I didn't know you got a Switch 2 Miller Time. Maybe I missed that. I could be hallucinating. I don't know what to tell you. I watched a little bit of Scrubs. I never watched Scrubs. Been watching The Bear over the past few weeks. Just got to the end of what's available now. Apparently it's been renewed for a 5th season, so that's pretty cool. But The Bear is quite excellent. Fire? No, not fire. Need key. Yeah, I've got Scrubs. I've seen a little bit of it. It looked good. I just never sat down and watched it. Picked it up after a vacation. I didn't spend as much as I thought I was going. So I'm like, man, that's cool. That's a good reason. When I first bought my my PS4, I got a PS4 at launch, even though I didn't want a single game that was coming out for it. And I just did it because like I was like, well, I have the money, so you know, obviously that's the responsible thing to do, right? Frick, Please. Yeah, Miller time. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Wow, his arms were long. I do not know what the future holds for anything that uses RAM like that. Like it's a little scary, to be honest with you. Like that and storage has gotten really weird. I built my wife a new computer at the end of last year, right when RAM started going up in price. So yeah. Yeah, that whole thing. But yeah, now storage is like double the price. So that's crazy. Favorite reality TV show? That's such a great question. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think before I just randomly answer that. My wife's always been historically the one that's been, into the reality TV show stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna include anything on YouTube in that. But obviously I like game hunting things. Trying to think of what else. What else? Riddle me this though. When you say reality TV show, are you talking about a specific flavor of thing, or does that include like anything that is not scripted in some way? I mean, I don't know, because there's I'm just trying to think of like stuff like This Old House counts as a reality TV show. Probably not, I guess. I guess that is a little scripted, but game shows wouldn't necessarily be reality TV shows, right? What if I saved? Let's see, where are we? So, there's one more. Just one more. Missing one single dragon. Also, how the Switch 2 feels in my hands compared to the original Switch. Yeah, it's funny because I got a grip for my Switch 2. Like I had one for my Switch, my original Switch, that gives it kind of like the wings, like a controller. And I loved it on my Switch 1, but I'm not super wild about it on the Switch 2. Like I actually really liked the way the Switch 2 felt in my hands. But for reality competitions, those like Survivor, Traders Challenge, or anything not scripted. Okay, gotcha. I'm trying to think of what reality shows I've watched recently. Like I know more recently, my wife has gotten me watching Love Is Blind because it's just a mess. It's just a hot mess. And I told you guys about this last week, but it's very funny to watch with a Japanese dub on, because it's like it literally sounds like anime, but you're watching Love Is Blind, so it's pretty good. Anyway, that's that. I really liked the there was a Squid Game reality show. Actually, I think a new season of that just came out a few months ago. I really liked that. Used to watch Hell's Kitchen because it worked. Oh, nice. That's cool. I never watched Hell's Kitchen. I know I've seen other ones. I cannot for the life of me remember. And those are my most recent reality show watches. What the heck am I doing here? I love on PlayStation games. Can we just talk about how like all the textures are just warping all over the place as you're traversing the lands? Like, what is happening here in this video game? Okay. Wait, was there something this way? Negative. The answer is no. Yeah, I don't think, thinking of Survivor, I don't think I ever actually watched Survivor. Now that I think about it, which is kind of crazy. Can I melt the ice? I think I can melt certain ice, not all of the ice. It's not like a fully destructive environment. I will take those. Thank you very much. Hey, take some of that. Let's see. Where did I come from? Did I come from this way? No, I came from that other doorway. Oh, boy. Oh, frick. Great. I mean, in all reality, I have 4 out of 5 dragons. It's pretty good. I am HO. Let's just get out of here. Skedaddle. Skedaddle. Look at all them gems. Chaos emeralds all around. Yep. Okay. It's interesting that we're like in a desert, but there was like an ice level. It's just interesting that the theming of the levels isn't really consistent with the theming of like the overworld place. When do you go super Spyro? I don't know. You probably have to have at least 600 Chaos Emeralds to do that. Well, no, I have 828 Chaos Emeralds, so maybe it's 1,000. Some of this. Yeah. Bunch of nerds. Who is this? What are you doing? You are just an interesting being. I feel like this game is just so peaceful. Just so peaceful. It just feels so nice to just run around in a 3D environment as a dragon being chased by a dragonfly. Just love that. Man, I love the art style of this video game. It's just so pleasant. It's just so pleasant. I don't know if... Did that cactus just dance? Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, oh, there's a side roll. What the heck? Where has that been this whole time? Imagine if this game had like modern controls and like the right thumbstick, you could kind of like aim and move around. That would be quite a thing. I get the sneezing feeling you watch fire. I understand. Yeah, actually, you say that, and I literally just started feeling that. I just started thinking about the sensation of, like, what if I had buffalo sauce in my nose right now? It was not pleasant. Look at that. Flame won't harm metal. But sometimes a guy's got to charge. Look at that. Hey. Yep. Get out of here. Get out of my way. Thanks. Enjoy. Thanks. Enjoy.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I do think it's interesting that Spyro has 2 different attacks, and you got to kind of figure out. You got to kind of figure out, you know, which is the way, which is the solution. Are we fighting? What do you got for me there? Yeah. Is that an egg? Forgot some of these dragons are part leopard. Yeah, it does in fact appear that is a thing. Okay. Where the heck were we when we were so rudely thrown into the abyss? Is there anything this way? Ooh, what do we have over here? One might be asking oneself. Okay. I'm worried what happens when I run out of lives. It's probably going to do something bogus, like make me start from a save point. That's probably what it is, right? It's probably going to make me bail out to the title screen or something. I don't know. Please do not touch. Please do not touch. Yes, exactly that. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, speaking of singing and things. So the next song is being released on the channel here. So I finished the instrumental, and I'm kind of in the middle of recording vocals. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll finish the vocals this week, and hopefully finish the vocals and finish mixing it this week and everything, and then the MK fam, the members of the channel, will get a glimpse at the song once I'm done with that. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. And then I would imagine the video will be done probably by the end of the month. So either end of March, early April, the video will be out. So there's that. That's on the horizon. That is approaching. So be excited, be thrilled, be riveted beyond all belief. Whoa, 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 whoa! Do not touch me with your that. Thank you very much. Got him. All right. Enzo. Okay, Enzo. Freaking butthole. Ugh. All right. Let's glide away, baby. For sure. Yes. Look at that. Success. We are so good at flying. Oh, let's not run off the side, though. Let's not do that. Can't have any of that. Yeah, yeah. I always think of Knuckles when gliding. I can get behind that. Wow, I was touched. There's just so much touching going on here. Please, 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 please. Okay. Some of that. Oh, wow. There. Did you point this way? Here? Was it in here? I'm unsure if he was pointing at something else or if the camera was pointing. I don't know if copyright would be involved, but you actually, that's actually good. Well, let me make a note about that because that's actually just a small enough little clip for it to be, for it to be possible. Let's see. The touch. Love that. Okay. You got the touch. Yeah, previously, so a lot of the longer covers, like the break time stuff and the pre-stream videos and all that. A lot of that stuff I have. Whoa. I have. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? What are we doing here? I don't understand. Anyway, a lot of the songs I've refrained from keeping them in the playlist because they have gotten flagged as covers, which is fine. It's not like a copyright strike or anything like that, but usually I've tried to refrain from putting songs on the playlist that I know YouTube is going to be like but I think I'm kind of over that. So yeah, you sound too good on them. Yeah, I appreciate that, but yeah. So it's the only thing is it doesn't matter. Long story short, I'm gonna start putting some other songs in the playlist here. And The Touch definitely needs to be one of them because that's a freaking good song. I love that song. You got the touch. It's just so good. I've been going down this rabbit hole lately of if I were to perform live, what songs would I do? What songs are even possible for me to pull off in a live setting? Because a lot of the songs that I do are very there's lots of like back and forth kind of stuff and all that. And at the end of the day, I just have to, play with a track or whatever. But I've been trying to figure out what songs are even like really possible for me to replicate in a live environment and have them still be, enjoyable without a bunch of the vocals being in the tracks, So, but The Touch is one of them. So there's that. Did I get all the bros? I got all the bros. Let's get on out of here. Fastest thing alive. I've been trying to think of how to do that one. Because it would be like a combination of me singing and also doing some kind of instrumental kind of thing. So yeah, that is on my list to figure out. But whoa. But yeah, I think that one's possible, but I just have to figure out some other stuff to do, like in the middle, like the chip tune section. Dadgummit. Wow. Okay. People do covers all the time, so why would YouTube? Yeah, so it's in the audio thing is, or the music thing is interesting. So there is there are two licenses. There's a sync license and a mechanical license. So a mechanical license, anytime I release a cover on like Spotify or Apple Music or Tidal or whatever, that has a mechanical license that has been acquired on behalf of for me, and it's kind of links the song up with the people who get royalties from the song. So there's a bit of a revenue split that takes place for covers on YouTube via the mechanical license. But then there's another license called a sync license that is specifically for when you want to put you want to cover a song, or you want to put a song in your movie or on your video or whatever. It's anytime you want to put a song on a video in any capacity, you need a sync license, and those are harder to get, and they are a lot more expensive. So I have not personally gotten any sync licenses for any of the YouTube stuff. So YouTube actually has the ability to detect if something is a cover or if it is the original song, which is very impressive. So the revenue split just kind of takes place via YouTube for that, which is cool. But yeah, a lot of the bigger cover artists on YouTube, they have I forgot what it's called. They have like a company that they work with that does acquire that sync license for them. So if you look at their video, like in the description, I think it'll say something like submitted to YouTube on behalf of blah 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 or whatever, and it'll say the name of that company that they're working with sometimes. But yeah, so it's a bunch of junk. It's a bunch of junk. I mean, it's necessary, so it's not just like the Wild West of all this stuff, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, some of it could be a little bit better. Then there's the whole like DMCA thing. Like, there's just all kinds of nonsense when it comes to that kind of stuff. Whoa! Am I being chased? I'm being chased. I do not know why my body was facing this way, but I am facing this way. Down. Oh, yeah. Okay. Whoa. So much aggression. Oh, she is... I think I'm assuming this is a cave lady here, I believe, is giving this brother a spank and causing him to attack me. Okay. What a time to be alive. And then he just sacrifices himself. Love that. Oh, yeah. Freaking unbelievable. Are they just literally running off the side always? Please? There is just a lot of spanking going on right now. Please. Okay. Yeah. Key? Can I get key? Can get key. No, cannot get key. What do we have back up here? Why are you hanging out back here? Jeez. That's going to be one of those quotes that comes back to haunt me at some point. Oh, we got a little updraft here. That's good. It's P good. Not sure what I've acquired accomplished by that, but you know, here we are. Okay. Can't wait for that one to pop back up. All right, let's fly on back down here. Some of that. Okay. You know, I just noticed, and this is actually like, I feel like this is pretty rare for a game like this back when this came out. What, like, it's actually like, it's not like an insanely accurate shadow or anything, but like it's not just a black circle underneath Spyro. Like it actually has some movement to it. So that I appreciate that detail. I appreciate that little bit of extra effort that they put in there on the shadow work. That's pretty cool. I just noticed that.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Always. Hang on, let me replay that. I feel like that was something I needed to know, maybe. I think this is about this boss here. Oh, well, let's save. Let's do a Savey McSaverson. Oh, I cannot. Oh, here we go. Okay. I think that's a hint. I believe that's a hint. Okay. How? Okay. Should I? Whoa. Yeah. You fool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Almost ran off the road like 3 times. Mother of Pearl. Mother of ShamWow. Come this way. Bring yourself. Wow. Wow. What? What was... Oh, no! Oh. What was my favorite 90s infomercial? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know. I've fallen and I can't get up, like just glued to my brain forever and all of eternity. So there's that. It's definitely the most memorable one to me, I think. How is he so long? That doesn't make any sense. Frick. Like what am I just supposed to... Oh, okay, I guess that works. The Rascal Scooter one. I don't think I do. I don't know that I do. Okay. Hey, look at that. Bunch of nerds up in here. Okay. Trying to think of some other ones. I'm having a hard time thinking of like... I mean, I guess they all are kind of like all commercials, but just in general, like if we're gonna talk about commercials, just in general, helped old people love. What are those like? Move a rascal scooter. Oh yeah, okay, I do know what you're talking about. Yeah. If we're just thinking about commercials here, so this is something that I've really toyed around with doing, and I really do think I want to do this at some point. Obviously, it's not video game related, but I still, I part of what I do here on the channel, is do chip metal versions of geek culture music, and there are a handful of things I've done branching outside of video games. We have some cartoon themes and some different movie themes and stuff like that, but something we haven't done is commercials. Okay, so I've been heavily considering doing a why did my brain just stop functioning? Okay, never mind. I considering doing a chip metal version of the Crossfire theme. That's probably one of my favorite freaking commercials. Do like old video game or toy commercials? Yes. I can't believe how fast you found. Let's go. But yeah, Crossfire, that's absolutely on the list. That is 1 billion% on the list. I'm trying to think if there are any other. I mean, a lot of commercials like that. I really actually specifically board game commercials. They had like theme songs basically, which like most of them did. Which is pretty cool. It was just a different time. It was just a different time back then. Crossfire! You get caught up in the crossfire! Reclaim. The only thing about it, it's one of those things where, so it would absolutely be a cover of the song, right? But it would be like half original, because I'd want to add like a verse. I'd want to add like 2 verses to it or something like that, so that it's not just the theme, the chorus. Crossfire is one of the best ads ever. Yes, maybe we're on to something here, cyberspace, because I've been trying to think about what the next song we're gonna do is after the one that I'm always trying to think like at least one song ahead. Sometimes I'm very unsuccessful in that. Historically, there have been times when I finish a song, I'm like, okay, like what now? But what is this guy doing? But I don't know. Crossfire might need to be up here pretty close in the queue. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I just know that it'll be a lot more work than a traditional song, because I've got to actually like write original music. So say you got to do Pizza Power from Turtles in Time. Man, I know I've said this every time we talk about Turtles, I mention this, but I want to do a cover of the Turtles theme mixed with ninja rap. I don't know how I'm going to do it, because the tempo's different. The vibe of the song is totally different. But I want to do that. It's going to happen. I just gotta figure out how the heck I'm going to make that possible. The Vanilla Ice one, yes. And I also I have to figure out, like, because I wouldn't really necessarily consider myself a rapper, but, I feel like really the only time that I've done a good amount of like kind of the rapping thing was for for Find Your Flame, and I feel like it turned out pretty well. But it was a little bit more of an aggressive rap, like a almost scream rap kind of thing, if that makes sense. Wait, what? Say that again. Sorry, I missed you. Oh, just charge with it. Okay. I thought he was telling me how to do like a spin dash or something. Okay. Roger that. But let's save our video game here. So I got something I'm pretty excited about. I didn't mention this earlier. I just randomly thought about this. I don't. This isn't really necessarily something I'm going to be able to play on stream or anything like that. But let me open her up really quick. This like just came out like fairly recently. I've been wanting to get one of these for years, and there just hasn't been one. There's been a lot of different, like, not like hacky implementations of this, but just like they just weren't it. So it is a Virtual Boy flash cartridge. So you put an SD card in here, and you can load up your, if this will focus, you can load up your entire Virtual Boy library on this, put it in your Virtual Boy, and on the screen you can select what game you want to play. And this is like actually the first one of these that's been. There are actually several other variations of this. A few where you can like only put one game on it at a time. So you can, you have to like sync it with a computer, and then you can put one game on it at a time. And it's just like, I've had my hopes and dreams set on getting one where you can just put the whole library on there and play whatever you want to play. And yeah, so this is actually by Retro Onyx, which, yeah, I've been and it's not an EverDrive, not an EverDrive, but Retro Onyx, who I'm pretty sure Retro Onyx made the Jaguar flash cartridge I have, unless I'm hallucinating. Actually, no, just kidding. Just ignore me. Just ignore whatever the heck I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, so looking forward to playing some of that. And I'm not going to be able to play it on stream. I don't have a mod for my Virtual Boy to do like an output or anything like that, a video out mod. But you know, nor do I think I could play a Virtual Boy for three hours on stream. I feel like that would probably melt my eyeballs. I have a flash card for the GBA. Don't tell Nintendo. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I've kind of gotten to this weird area where in my brain, I don't know what necessarily it is. There are some consoles where I want, and really it's just disc-based well, not all of them, where I want the actual game. I want to play the actual physical game. Like the collector side of me kind of takes over. But I've actually started kind of just getting flash cartridges for a lot of the different systems that I have. So let me see. I have a flash cartridge, like I said, for the Jaguar, for the Virtual Boy. I have one for the TurboGrafx 16, which actually it's not a flash cartridge. It's the Terra Onion System 16 or something. I forgot what it's called. It's a Terra Onion thing. It attaches to the back of the console, and it lets you can put games on an SD card and play whatever you want. You can also play PC Engine and PC Engine CD and TurboGrafx CD games on it. So pretty cool. And it also gives you RGB output out the back. So that's cool. It's kind of like a double whammy there with that. We can have that, and then wow. Trying to think what else. Oh, I do have a GBA flash cartridge. A Game Boy Color flash cartridge. Whoa, you are aggressive. I think that's all the flash cartridges I have. And then I do have a few optical disc emulators. I have one for the Saturn that it's called the Satiator or the Satiator or whatever you want to call it. And it actually plugs into the back. And so my big thing with ODEs is I don't really want to give up the functionality of being able to read discs. So I definitely kind of prefer them where I'm able to, whoa, calm yourself, where I'm able to keep that functionality. So my Saturn one, I haven't given up any of the disc reading functionality. The one I have in my Dreamcast does, though. So I actually have two Dreamcasts. I have my childhood Dreamcast, which is unmodded, untouched. And then I have a second Dreamcast that has the ODE in it. Geez, what the H? Dadgummit. They don't want to be burning. And I do have one for my GameCube that I have not installed yet, but it does not replace the optical drive. So at some point I'm gonna get this set up. I was actually saving that to do a live stream of me installing it, but obviously I have yet to do that. So here we are. It's one of those things where I was waiting on getting like a camera arm or something to be able to like mount like an overhead camera and like stream from the other room where I'm, have kind of like a workspace set up to be able to take stuff apart and whatever, because there's just not really enough desk surface area here to do something like that. I could. Okay. You got to stream more than once a week. Yeah, so the other streams would definitely be outside of Tuesday. It'd probably end up being like a Saturday thing. But, and I know I've brought this up several times and I have yet to do anything. But, just I'm just gonna kind of keep speaking it, and maybe it'll happen. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point. But yeah. Anyway. Whoop. I will be, however, speaking of that, at some point in the not too distant future, I will be streaming on another channel, another day a week, doing some music related things. So I'll tell you guys more about that when we get there. But yeah, that is in fact on the horizon. I see it in the distance. But if you like what happens here on this channel, I guarantee you will like that. Pew pew. Ya-da-da. All right. Because we scan in the scene. I do not know why I keep singing Seek and Destroy. Search it. Seek and destroy. Is that a money back guarantee? Absolutely. You will get all of your money back if you do not enjoy said things. Let me actually do a Savey McSaverson here. Okay, so I did go that way. So I can go up the, yeah, okay. All right. charge away. Wow, 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 wow. Aggression, aggression, aggression. All right. I like this song. Kind of reminds me of, man, what is that song in Final Fantasy VII? So good. I love kind of the remix that they did of that in Final Fantasy VII Remake. That was quite excellent. I'm just trying to charge up. I don't know if this is necessary. Was there... Wait, what was this way? Was there something that way? Wait, can I do a ramp? Let's do a ramp. Let me do a ramping. Look at that. Whoa! Got a little too excited there. I'm sorry, why are these fairies holding me? What just happened? How did that occur? Look at all that. Okay. Did I do it good? Did I do a win? No. They're just here to save me, I guess. I hear something glowing. Typically that means something special is nearby. Typically that's what that means. Haha. Wait, was that different from the first place that I went? The first cave I was in? Kind of seems like it was. Let's go this way. Yeah, look at that. We have a friend. We have acquired a friend. Okay, look at that. I just listened to that album what? I just listened to that album yesterday. What album? I apologize. I just saw this. The Final Fantasy VII Remake album. Wait, I didn't really actually want to return home because I think there was other stuff to do here. We still have not turned into Super Saiyan Spyro. Kill them all. Nice. Nice. I'm trying to think. I don't remember seeing where else we could have gone to get a dragon in there, but it's really unfortunate that we left because there was a lot of stuff to go through to get to where we were. Better have live and learn ready to fire up when you do. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow, from the works of yesterday. Yeah. So good. Such a good. Ow. Look at that. You don't say. You got it. Some more Chaos Emeralds back here. Love that. Love that. Gotta love that. Man, this is a great game. It's just like, it's just a great game. I feel like they just really put a bunch of personality into it. Whoa, we're flying. We are actually flying. It's like Superman 64 now. Look at us. I like this song. I like this track. It's kind of giving me like some Sonic CD vibes here, actually. Are you saying that this game is better than Gimmick? It's just it's different. Smiley face. Well, it appears I'm unsure. Oh my good gravy pants. Look at all these things we're acquiring. Look at all this. Look at all this. Whoa! Well, that may be the end of the road, Galvatron. Look at all that. Oh, we only missed one chest. Good gravy pants. Okay. Gimmick is a good game, though. It's just, man. Like, I implore you, if you enjoyed the gameplay of that game at all, and watching me struggle, just search for Gimmick Speedrun, and it will melt your brain. It's actually crazy. Like, to see some of the crazy stunts that these people were pulling off, it's actually wild. Oh, frick. Yep. Yep. Some of that. Like, just the way they were able to throw the star and immediately be on top of it and just, like, fly across the map is just insane. It was actually wild. I think I just... Oh, frick. Well, I didn't do as well that time. No, I'm not going to try again. Unless I have to do that in order to proceed, but it does not appear. I think I'm going to pass on that one. Yeah, it's definitely a tough game, for sure. But it's a good one. It's just very misleading. It's very misleading because I thought that it was like a freaking Kirby-esque game. Because Gimmick looks a lot like Kirby, just like a very innocent looking thing, and then suddenly out of nowhere, this game just kicks you in the nether region, and it's like, what the heck? Out of nowhere. All right, what are we doing here? Where are we at? What are we looking at? Okay. Okay, so we've gotten all of the dragons in here. We're just trying to get to the next area, so there's that. Frick. What is that sound? Is that a level over there? Kind of appears to be. Look at that. Blowhard. Yep. Some of that. Some of this. It's quiet in here. Yeah, we'll have to let Will know that he was missed today. Do not zap me with those. Get your fingers away from me. Thank you very much. What is this, brother? Whoa! There's a high level of aggression there. No.
July 2nd, 2024, Michael K. said, there are 2 balls.
Oh, no. Yep. Yep. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Let's do a save. Hello? Okay. Assuming this is the way I need to go. Oh, whoa, whoa. Some precision platforming is necessary on this. It's interesting. The game just, it controls interesting. Like it says, it's not bad. But it feels kind of like you gotta kind of steer Spyro. It just doesn't really feel like, you know, you're playing like Mario 64 or something like that, where you can just like run wherever, you know. Oh, this deceased, just straight up deceased. I almost got really greedy and just dove off into oblivion. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Everything is fine.
Current DSI count is 721. This is the 5th of the day. Your controller must be haunted.
Occasionally. It has been known to haunt from time to time. They just run away when you delete them like that. Is this where I was already? Did I just go back to where I started? No. Hey, Wind Man. How do you like that? Emmanuel, what is going on? How's it going? It's so great to see you on this day of the week that we play video games. It's a poor craftsman who blames his tools. Where are we at on this? Oh, there's only one dragon in here. Sweet. Get me on out of this place. Love that. Gotta love that. All right, let's play one more level here, and we'll wrap up. About to run out of lives. Not me dying in the freaking overworld here. Goodness gracious. Stop that. How do I know? Crystal Flight. Oh, I do. Oh, it does want me to freaking beat that. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Whoa. What? What? Why? How rude. Where did I just come from? I just came from down there. Let's go this way. Frick. Farts. Dadgummit. Yeah. Wizard Peak. Okay, so this is actually a different area. Okay, so we'll... Oh, my snickerdoodles. All up in my face parts. Are you kidding me? Where the heck am I now? Where the hickory dickory dock? Okay, so I'm like all the way on the other side of the map. Is this the beginning of the... Freaking Scooby farts into my face and nostrils. Okay, where are we going? Okay. Guess we're just starting back at the beginning. Whoa! What? What an insanely rude thing for a wizard bro to do. Alpine Ridge, so we already did that. Not sure what that is. Yep, there's that. Frick. Okay, so we gotta zoom. High caves, did that. Yep, take that. Freaking wizard bro. Okay, so this is the flight thing. So let's do that. Let's save here first. Okay. Crystal flight. Sometimes you got a crystal flight. Okay, let's do this, Leroy. Digga down, digga down. Digga down. Okay. What is that red ring down there in the bottom? Is that something relevant to my interests? Question mark? Exclamation point? No. Okay. Okay, don't mess up. Yep. Just doing some more laps here. Oh, farts. Oh, no. Okay. This is fine. Yep. Dadgummit. Frick! Dingus! Oh. Maybe that was not the move to try and grab that chest like that. That kind of totally wrecked me. I feel like...
Le who? The her.
I feel like I need to defeat those enemies before I get to where that chest is, but I don't think I can like actually go any faster. It doesn't really appear that there's a way for me to fly faster, so you know, it is what it is. Ba-doom. Surely there's, I mean, I'm not going to overthink this. Surely there's an easier way to deal with this. Yep. I like this music, is very peaceful. Oh, okay. Woo! Oh my goodness. Ho 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 ho! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Professional video game playing at its finest. Thank you very much. Do I like get something from that? Do I unlock the best thing ever by doing that? I'm confusion. Toasty indeed. Okay, it appears I did not get literally anything from doing that. We worked so hard to acquire that. It's very unfortunate. I guess the dash means there's literally not a dragon there. Okay. I see how it's going to be. Okay, so we were up here. Do not touch me with that. And we're going to go in here. Wizard Peak. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And what do we have here? We have 3 dragons. Wowee. Yep. The enemies are getting a lot more aggressive nowadays. No. Frick, do not touch me. Did that guy just like zap me with his dying breath? Is that what just happened? It's very unfortunate. Very rude. Yep. Dragon. Dragon 1 freed. Jarvis. Oh. Well, look at us supercharging, I guess. Okay. Sweet. All right. Leroy Jenkins. Well. Kind of gives like Knights vibes, some of that audio. Man, I want to play Knights, play through Knights on stream. I think that would be a pretty cool game to play through, right? I do love that game on the Saturn, and it's been a while since I played all the way through it, so I think that would be pretty cool. I am HO. I'm just plowing through all these wizards here. If I jump here, do I go flying up in the air there? So that'd be pretty cool. No, I do not believe that is a thing. All right. Hexus. You are most welcome. Well, you know, I appreciate him thanking us, right? Because a lot of the other bros, they didn't thank us. They did tell us something useful, some of them, but you know how it is. You done know how it is. Wow. Master Exploder, what the heck is going on? How are you doing on this day of the week? It's so excellent to see you. Goated game night. Yeah, this is a good. It is a good one. I've never beaten this game myself, so we're gonna throughout the month of March. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be trying to beat Spyro. Frick! Dadgummit. Okay, here we are. I do not wish to game over. Please, I'm begging you. We're just gonna beat this level here, and then that's the thing. Are we gonna see it? See what? Beating Spyro? La 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 la. Oh, you fart face! Okay. I made it. I survived. I thought I didn't have any health left. Okay, we did the thing. Mario 64 and Banjo ran, so this could also run. Exactly. Exactly that. All right, so what? That was everything, right? We did the do? Yeah, all three. We just didn't get... We missed one dragon in high caves, but I don't necessarily think we need it to proceed. So... Let us continue here. Let me get to the next area, and we'll wrap her up. I just love this era of video games so much, and I know there were a lot of games. Those sneaky thieves are hiding out all over the place. Do me a favor and recover 5 dragon eggs from them. Oh no! Wait, what? I guess I need to find dragon eggs, right? Is that what I'm doing? Oh, hold up. Everybody calm down for a second. Speak to me again, Balloon Man. You should do all the hunts on a Wizard Peak. The entrance portal is just up the hill behind you. Wait, what are these? What are these artisans? What? Oh. Oh, well. This isn't... Was this... This is a new world, right? This isn't where we were? Or is it where we were? Smiley face. Smiley pants. This is the first world. Okay. All right. So, okay. So it does not let us move on. So we've got to go back and get the eggs in that area. So let me... I don't know why I'm saving now. Let me get back to there. And then we'll call it. I freaking forgot where this bro was. Yeah, I just love this era of video games so much, and I know that there were some that just weren't. That some 3D games that came out around this time that just were not good, but the ones that were good, or at least moderately decent, like they just chef's kiss. It's good stuff. Okay, is this the right place? Yes, it is. Okay, so let me save somewhere. Dadgummit. I touched water. I need this egg, though. Oh, you... Yeah. Oh, brother. Yep. No. Yep. Some of that. What about the 3D games that are like 3 years long? Jag and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank Slykeeper. So, I've never beaten the first Jak and or any of the Jak and Daxter games. I've played the first one a little bit. I got distracted and I didn't play it. I have not played Sly Cooper, so I don't really know much about that one. But I do love Ratchet and Clank. I played the first one. I played the first one. Played the remake that came out on the PS4, and then also played the new Ratchet and Clank game, the newest one that came out on the PS5. Love that series. So good. But I did really, really enjoy that first Ratchet and Clank game. It is quite excellent. Quite excellent. Okay, game saved. Fantastic. Love that. Okay. Progress is being made. So let's see. How many levels are in... How many areas are in Spyro? How many areas are in Spyro the Dragon? Each of the first 5 homeworlds contain 5 levels, 3 regular realms, 1 flight level, and 1 boss level. The final homeworld is only 4 levels, blah, blah, blah. In total, there are 30 levels across the game, 5 levels and 5 homeworlds. 5 levels, 5 homeworlds, and 5 levels in the final world. Okay, so there are 6. Okay, I get it. I get it. There are 6 worlds, and then there are all these levels in the world. So yeah. So I mean, we're right now we're on the 3rd one, the Magic Crafters world. So we're like almost halfway through. So we gotta get the eggs. But yeah, we're like 40% of the way through the game. So pretty cool. But anyway, cyberspace, that's going to do it here for this evening. We're going to pick up next week where we left off here, and we're going to find some freaking eggs so we can move on with our lives, move on with our dragon lives. Hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your evening and a fantastic rest of your week. And we'll see you all very, very soon for some For some more Michael KTV. Deuces. It appears I cannot speak today. I don't know what's going on. Brain just be doing brain things. I don't know what to tell you. Hope to pop on next week if it's not my birthday. Are you unsure of if it is your birthday or not, Miller Time? If it is your birthday, happy early birthday. If it turns out to be your birthday, then happy birthday. If it does not turn out to be your birthday, then I retract my birthday wishes. I'll be here or not. Okay. Anyway. See you guys in a week.